Hello everybody and welcome back to FX Street. My name is Akash and today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and discuss what's happening with it. Right, before we get into that, please make sure to head on over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to stay updated to the hottest trends in the crypto market, make sure to also click on the bell icon. You can give us a follow on Twitter at FXS Crypto. And if you enjoy the content, hold up, let's just load. Right, so you can give us a follow on Twitter at FXS Crypto, and if you enjoyed the content that I put out, make sure to give me a follow as well at Mangeko with a zero at the end. Click this link in my bio; it will take you to my YouTube channel where I give you a much detailed take on what Bitcoin is doing, how to scalp. If I'm scalping, I also provide the setups, and yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And join my Telegram group here to get updates on the trades that I'm already taking, right? So let's get into Bitcoin. Right, it's really interesting what's happening right now with the entire ecosystem, right? So let's take it down a notch, go back to 12-hour time frame and discuss what's happening with it. Right, this is currently my plan, right? I want to long Bitcoin here and book profits at 25K, somewhere around 25K, just before 25K. That's my plan, right? So the reason why I'm expecting this to happen is that, hold up, it's a little more clear in this one here. Right, basically the same chart with without the H12 demand zone, and now we have the H12 demand zone, right? So on a 12-hour time frame, we can see that Bitcoin price is kind of holding pretty well around the previous monthly low at 19,511, and I feel like this level is going to hold. Not just because we have the previous monthly low here, but we also have the 12-hour demand zone here, extending from roughly 19.9K to 18.5K, right? I feel like from here, we're gonna consolidate here for a while. Probably we might get a wick down here below 19,511, basically a liquidity run. And I think that might happen over the weekend. Even if it happens today, I'm not going to be surprised. So a wick down, it collects liquidity, followed by a run up to 20,692, which is basically the midpoint of this range here, extending from 21.8K to 19.5K. Right. This is basically my plan, right? For now, go up to this point, right? And we could potentially extend this all the way up to this level, right? We've already done that, so there's nothing really important here. And what's really interesting here is that we did sweep the monthly. Okay, the monthly high is here now. So we did kind of come very close to retesting this FEG here, but we kind of failed. So I feel like the next run up that we see here, if this trend keeps up, right, higher highs, and then this low produces a higher low relative to this low, and all these lows from here, I feel like we're gonna reach for 23K, right? But that's not what I'm looking at, right? So if you forget everything here, let me just take out this. Right, so you have previous monthly low, you have previous monthly high. Let me just change the colors of these to something, hold up, like this. All right, let me take everything off for now. Okay. Right, so if you just look at this particular range here, previous monthly high and previous monthly low, we've already seen the price form this range, right? And then the price is swept below the range and then is recovered above the range and is retesting the range again. So clearly, like if you just look at it as a range bound play, right? And I explained this quite a few times. Hold up, where is it? There it is. Right. So if this is a range, right? Let's say the price forms this range, right? Price forms this range. And after this range is formed, if the price deviates below the range low, recovers above it, this is a signal that the price is going to go for the range high, right? So what you do is you wait for the recovery, you wait for the retest. As the price holds you long here, place a stop loss below this, entry here, wait for the price to go up. You can either book profits here, wait for the price to sweep higher if there's liquidity objective. That's pretty much it, right? The opposite is also true, right? Sometimes what happens is the price after forming this range, the price typically goes up, sweeps the range high, comes back, right, retest this range, and then you short here, take profits around here, or wait for the price to sweep if there's a liquidity objective, right? That's pretty much it. This is how you trade the range bound plays, right? If it sweeps the range low, wait for a recovery, long it. If it sweeps the range high, wait for a recovery, short it, take profits at the range low, right? That's what's happening here. This is the range high, monthly high, previous monthly low is the range low. So now that the price is swept below the range low, recovered above it and retested it here, this is a perfect place to go long. And you can take 25% off. Like if you entered, say you had 20 Bitcoins here, and then you can take 20% of that off, like say five Bitcoins off here. I mean, for five Bitcoins off here and let the rest ride up to this particular thing. Right. Basically, this is my game plan. Nothing this is a very quick summary of what I'm expecting. Right. And that can be seen in this chart here. Let me just bring these up. Okay. Shit. Okay. Never mind. I'll just get that up later. There you go. So now that that's done, this chart basically summarizes that, right? There's not a lot of noise here. All you have is a 12-hour demand zone. The price is hovering around this support box here, extending from 19.5 to 19.7K. And if you look at the resistance level, you can clearly see on an 8-hour time frame, you can see it much clearly. This trend line here has basically supported all the downtrends. And what's happening right now is that the price has retested this, and all we're waiting for is a confirmation that the price is going to go up. And how we're going to get that? Go on a 15-minute time frame, or let's go on a 1-hour time frame. In a 1-hour time frame, you can see that the price is kind of stuck to this downtrend here. Cool. On a 4-hour time frame, you can see that there's a clear visible downtrend, right? And if you look at these 3 wicks here, usually this is enough to start an uptrend. For example, if you look over here, right, like you get one, and like this whole thing is the second wick, and this is the third wick, right? And then the price drops. Yeah, and this has happened quite a few times, right? You see 1, 2, 3, price goes up, and then you have 1, 2, 3, another set of threes, right? This has happened here as well. Your 1, 2, 3, boom, price drops, right? 1, 2, 3, price drops, or you can consider this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, price drops again. This has been happening for quite some time, right? If you just go on a 1-hour time frame and notice how the tops are formed and the bottoms are formed, you can predict where the price is gonna reverse, right? So if you just look at this, right, there was almost a triple tap setup formed here, and then another triple tap setup formed here. But the top formation was basically a series of higher long wicks with short bodies followed by an instant drop, right? So if that is any evidence, right? You see 3 wicks here. We could potentially be waiting for some sort of a triple tap setup in play, where this could be the first low, right? And this is the deviation, and we get something like this, and then boom. That's what I'm expecting. So overall, I am bullish on Bitcoin right now. Although from a macro perspective, you can see things are not looking pretty great here. Like the price has been producing lower lows, and now that we've broken below the volume point of control of 2022 at 20,535, still things are kind of like still figuring out here, right? So what I'm expecting is for this one up to go up here from. So what I'm expecting is for the price to continue going up here, form a double top at 25K-ish, right? And then we go down lower, right? This could be a pretty good place. Like we already formed a double bottom here. Now we could potentially stop here, or we could go all the way up to 30K. It's still like, even if the price goes up to 30K, this could be the start of a bull run, but there's no confirmation yet. So we could potentially wait. But that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. It's a very detailed outlook. So hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.